Hey, Stanley Sabeas here, back at it again with another video. This is gonna be a mama to mama type of video. My husband's not here. Usually I have my husband with me in these videos. I wanted to come on top here and share with you mamas and anybody else who wants to know how I lost all my baby weight plus an extra 10 pounds within less than a year of my baby being born. So if you'd like to know how I lost all my baby weight plus an extra 10 pounds, then please keep watching. So I guess to start off this video, I want to just give you a little bit of a background, like I guess my history with my weight. I wasn't ever the skinniest girl, but I wasn't fat either. I was just a big boned girl. So all throughout high school, I never really got under 150 pounds. And I know for some people that's not that bad. I didn't feel comfortable with that. I think my freshman year, the lightest I was during that time was probably 145. Every year I gained more weight. It was really hard for me to lose weight. I even tried joining sports. I thought joining sports was gonna help me lose that weight, and it never did. It actually made me gain more weight. I mean, I guess because you work out, you gain muscle. I can gain muscle pretty easily. I'm not trying to brag about it, like, because it's something that I don't really like. When I was playing the sport I was like gaining muscle in my legs, I was gaining muscle in my arms. Like, I didn't even have to flex. I could just like easily, like even now, I don't even do anything to get this. I barely work out. I just have this natural muscle building power. And after you have your late practices, you come home, you want to eat, and you eat a lot because you burned off so many calories. Like, I didn't know how to properly lose weight while being in sports. It wasn't a good idea for me. It wasn't until like right before I met Al James that I actually lost a lot of weight. It was a good about like maybe 15 to 20 pounds that I lost. No, I actually went below 150, and then when I met Al James, my weight was 137, and that's the lowest I've ever been since like intermediate school. I was really proud of myself, but during that time I was taking healthy supplements. I was working out like constantly. I would walk from my house to the next town and back. And after I met Al James and then we got married, I picked up a few pounds. I was trying to lose weight. I was actually going on Herbalife. I'm so sorry. Get him! So as I was talking, the fire department sirens were just interrupting. They were getting louder and louder. So getting back to my story in 3, 2, 1. So as I was trying to get back to that weight that I had been when I met Al James, I found out I was pregnant. I was really happy, but I lost a few pounds, and then now I'm pregnant. Now I'm gonna gain more weight. Well, it turned out that I actually didn't gain a lot of weight. I actually lost a lot of weight. My first 4 months of being pregnant, I was really sick, and I got down to 139 because I was sick, throwing up. So I got down to the weight that I wanted, but I knew it wasn't gonna stay, right? By my 5th month, I was able to eat. I still wasn't gaining weight. I picked up like maybe a pound or 2 here and there, but my stomach was still small. I don't think it was until maybe my 7th month that I actually started picking up more weight. By the time I was ready to give birth, I was 198 pounds. So I was 149 when we first found out I was pregnant. Then I got sick, dropped down to 139. Then 198 was the max. Now, that's 30 pounds more than I've ever been in my life. I thought, in my 5th month, I was like, okay, I have 4 months to go. I can do this, like I'm not gonna gain that much weight. No, I ended up picking up a lot of weight within that 2 last months of me being pregnant. I'm pretty sure young Ashley would be super depressed if she knew that one day she's gonna go up to 198. Like, I wasn't beating myself up about it, but I was just like amazed at how fast I was able to pick up so much weight. That's near 200. That's 2 pounds away from 200 pounds. So I was just like, okay, let's just get this baby out of here. So that's 49 pounds that I gained, almost 50 pounds from my pregnancy. And majority of those pounds were just in 2 months. After I had given birth, after baby was out and some of the liquids came out and everything, all the yucky stuff came out, I lost about like maybe 23 pounds. So I was like around 175-ish when I came home. So I came up with 6 tips on how I got from the left picture to the right picture. Get it? The right picture? Tip number 1, breastfeeding. Now I know that there are some mamas out there who can't do it. You know, you gotta go work, your baby won't latch on. You know, it just feels uncomfortable. I totally get that. And that was like my scare from like the beginning. But I knew that I was gonna stay at home. I knew that this was something that was going to benefit myself and it's going to benefit my baby. This is just my experience and what I did. But I really was passionate about breastfeeding, and I really wanted help because I know that God, you know, He created our bodies for a reason. He created our boobies not for men or women, whatever, but He created it for our children, right? So that we can feed our children and nurture our children. And if I wanted help with it, that He would help me. So that's what I did. I asked for His help. I asked Him to help me to be comfortable with it, to be able to differentiate, you know, my husband sucking and my baby sucking. And also for my baby to latch on, because I know that there are some mothers whose babies, you know, they end up starving themselves because they don't know how to latch on properly. I really prayed hard for that, and I'm so grateful that He answered my prayers, because right when Alea came out, she latched onto that nipple really quick. I felt okay with it, you know, like as long as I was able to control my boobie going in her mouth, it was okay, you know. And I'm still breastfeeding Alea. She's 15 months. I'm really grateful for that. And that was like probably the main thing that really helped me to lose all my weight. Like within a couple of weeks, I was able to lose 10-15 pounds, and it was like nothing. Like I didn't even change my diet. I didn't exercise. If anything, I was eating more because I was breastfeeding, right? Thank the Lord that He made our bodies this way, and He made it possible for us to birth our babies and also keep ourselves healthy. So, second tip would probably be trying not to eat empty calories. And what I mean by empty calories, I mean like ice cream or chips or cookies or candy, even soda. Try staying away from those like calories that are just not going to be beneficial to your body. Don't get me wrong, I still had my cravings, but I was careful as to how much I put in my body. And then comes in tip number 3. When I ate a lot, I always made sure I drank a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water, I really feel, is crucial. Okay, the way I see it is, if you're gonna eat something really heavy, you know, to dilute the heaviness, you drink water. That's the way I think in my brain, right? That's even something that they even tell you, you know, because a lot of fluids are leaving your body, you know. Even after you give birth, you still have, you know, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Like, how many of you mothers, I don't want to say this out loud, but how many of you mothers wore Depends? Girl, that was my best friend when I had just given birth to Alea. Like, no shame in the game, I used to wear Depends. And even to this day, like even when like I have like a heavy period, okay, this is like totally off topic, but when I have a heavy period, sometimes I'll just go buy a Depends and then I'll wear it like the whole day and I'm good, and I'll just throw it away and put on another one. I mean, if you're not shame and your boyfriend or your husband doesn't really care, because mine doesn't, just buy some Depends. Honestly, it's cheaper than buying pads, because pads you have to use like what, 4 or 5 maybe even, like during a day. Nope, you just need one Depends and you're good for the rest of the day. But yeah, anyway, I don't even know how I got on top of it. Oh, because I was talking about nannies. Okay, so at the hospital, they talk about drinking a lot of water because you're losing a lot of fluids, right? So that's already a given, you know, drink a lot of water. Number 4 would be to exercise, but I don't mean like exercising like a lot. When my baby was still a newborn, I couldn't really work out a lot. And you know, you're breastfeeding, you're sleeping, you're so tired, your body is going through a lot. So I'm not saying to like work out, but like do a little bit of exercises here and there. For instance, do stretches, or I would go on the side, stretch my legs, like bringing my legs up to my stomach and then down while I'm on the bed. Or if you just want to go walking, I think walking would be better right after giving birth. Crunch, crunch, crunch was my 5th tip. Crunching your stomach from side to side and front and side to side and front. Like even right now, I'm crunching my stomach as I'm talking to you. I crunch my stomach as I'm shaving my legs, as I'm eating. When I'm standing up, I'll go to the side, I'll go to the other side and go to the front. And I'm just always constantly being aware of my stomach and trying to burn as much calories as I can. And then my last tip is for you to remember that everybody is different. What may have took 10 months for me, it might take you a year or even 2 years or maybe even 3 years. You know, everybody's body is different and everybody's body reacts differently, especially when giving birth. You know, mothers, like, don't beat yourself up. Give yourself time to adjust to whatever just happened. Like, your body is in shock, okay? Just gave birth to another being. I was fortunate. I never ever would have expected I would have lost all that weight plus an extra 10 pounds within 10 months of my baby being born. Like, that was like a miracle to me, and I was so grateful that it happened. Don't get me wrong, I was trying to lose weight. I was trying to watch what I eat. I was trying to do my exercises, and actually I was even on Herbalife, like how I was in the beginning before I knew I was pregnant. I was taking Herbalife shakes, but like, I unfortunately wasn't able to do it. I'm anemic, and for those of you who don't know about the Herbalife program, this is their weight loss program. You take 2 shakes and you take their pills and you eat snacks in between, and then whichever meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you have one meal. So basically, like, you're eating less calories. I was trying to do that, and I still took the shakes even though I was still eating, but I couldn't keep up with that program just because I'm anemic, and every time I would only drink a shake, like, I wouldn't even be doing anything throughout the day, but I would just be very dizzy. I felt very low in energy because my body's different. I needed more, so I had to take the shakes plus eat and have a little snack on the side. If you can keep up with any kind of health program, then by all means do it. Yeah, but that's what I experienced and the things that I went through, how I was able to lose all this weight. For any of you mamas who are watching this who are pregnant, don't worry, you still have time. If people are telling you you need to lose weight like right away, then just tell them, excuse me, leave me alone, you know, enjoy your food, enjoy lounging around, and once baby is like running around, you'll be able to go chase her around and you'll probably lose all the weight anyway. So anyway, I hope this video was enjoyable. I hope you got a little bit of help or a little bit of advice from me. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to work for you. I'm just sharing with everybody, and especially you mamas out there, what helped me to lose the weight and lose as much weight as I did. And I'm so grateful I was able to do that. But just remember, give yourself time. Even if you gain like 80 pounds, it's okay. Like, I knew a woman who gained around 75 pounds, and like now she's smaller than I am. So don't beat yourself up. It's okay. We just go through this with our bodies to birth our children, and that's just the way it is, you know? It's a blessing. We are strong women, we are powerful women, and we can do this. I know you can do this, and just don't stress about it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below any kind of tips that helped you. I'm planning to get pregnant again someday, so I don't know if these tips are going to help me in the future. So if you have any other tips, I would love to hear them. And if you want to do another talk story with me, that's cool too. You can comment down below if there's anything else that I could do, any suggestions. Thanks for watching. All right, see you guys later. Bye.